I think my fondest memory is my oobleck day with my first graders. So we made oobleck, which is the gooey green stuff on the, what was it, Dr. Seuss week. And it was interesting because my first students did not wear gloves, so their hands were completely dyed green, and I sent them home and I had to apologize to their parents, so we knew that the next few students, we should probably get them gloves, so I had to run over to the cafeteria and beg the people to give us gloves for the rest of the students. So that was pretty fun.
I think one of my best memories here at Camarena was I came to school late because I was taking my RECA exam, and so I was extremely tired because I spent 5 hours at the test, and then I came to school and the kids were lined up because lunch was over, and I walked over to their line with all my stuff. I was lugging all my stuff, and then my kids acted like they haven't seen me in months. They were like, "Miss Galong!" And my little Kylie was like, "Where have you been? We've been warning about you all day." I think that's my favorite memory because after a full morning of testing, it was nice to come back to the kids and see them and their smiling faces. And I think that's what I love about Camarena is that the kids love to be at school.
So hands down, my favorite memory of being at Camarena was definitely the PTA school dance, the Hollywood school dance. I went with Miss Galong and Miss Agana from 2nd grade, and it was just a blast. It was so well done by the PTA. The kids were so excited to be there. They were so excited to see all of their friends outside of school. You could just tell there was so much love at that school. The PTA threw that dance for the kids to have a great time. Everyone was so excited to be there, and everyone wanted to be there. There were so many people there that wanted to be at Camarena that night, and that's all because of the staff and the kids and the culture that's created at the school, that everyone just wants to be there and celebrate. The kids were so excited I was there, and it was just a blast. Everyone was dancing and having a good time. It was awesome.
We don't have just one favorite memory at Camarena.
But our favorite thing about Camarena is the school culture. Everybody's been so positive, so sweet, and so kind. Everybody was always so willing to help us just with anything, with a kind word or some advice, anything that we needed. And we really feel that everybody made us feel included and part of Camarena right away from day one.
We've learned and absorbed so much from our master teachers, Mrs. Mena and Mrs. Elsmore, from our 5th grade team, and from our students. Just being here every day, we've grown and developed as teachers, and we can't wait to apply everything that we've learned here into our own classroom.
My favorite memory at Camarena Elementary School was when I got to do all these crazy science experiments with my 2nd graders. And one that I remember in particular was when we were making volcanoes out of Mentos and soda bottles. And I remember when I dropped it into the soda bottle, it exploded and all the kids went crazy and they were laughing. And it was just great seeing that they were enjoying learning in a completely new way.
And I just wanted to say thank you very much to the entire staff. From the moment I walked onto campus, I just felt very welcomed and a sense of ease, and I just really appreciate all of the help that I have had from everybody here, from my master teacher to Veronica, to Dan and Cindy, and all of the grade level from 1st grade and 4th grade. Thank you very much, and I'm still trying to figure everything out, and I really appreciate it.
I'd like to thank my master teacher, Heather, for supporting me and for being a big inspiration to me. She's amazing with the primary grades. And I'd like to thank my kids. They made this semester very fun, and I looked forward to coming to school every day. Also to my 2nd grade team, working with Brad, Casey, Anna, Graciela, and Renee was such a blessing. They're very supportive. I'd also like to thank Rachel and Chris for helping me with the iPads. Because I had this big project to clear out all of the iPads in 2nd grade, and they helped me out a lot. Also for Hugo, Norma, Dr. Winters, and Mrs. Orr, thank you so much for welcoming me and the other student teachers into your school. We loved being here. Every weekend we talk about, everything that happened, like our funny stories, and we just loved this semester. It was so amazing. And then also just to the student teachers for all of your support and for being there for me for this whole semester. I love you guys.
I want to thank Dr. Winters for allowing us to come be student teachers at Camarena. It is a school like none other in the district. I know I would not have gotten the training with the technology and just everything at a different school or a different placement. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I've learned so much so quickly. It's amazing. Thank you to Mrs. Orr. You've been a rock star. Norma, every morning coming in to see your smiling face after we've had like a rough day in our classes or anything has been awesome. The entire 6th grade team for treating me as an equal counterpart has been awesome. I've never felt that my ideas or anything were less than theirs. And also, especially to Mrs. Hughes, I was so nervous when I found out I was going to be in 6th grade, but I've never felt like there was a day that I couldn't handle something. You got me through it, and I am forever grateful for that, so thank you. Hugo, you're a rock star. The kids respect you so much, and the school is always amazing thanks to you. Also, thank you to all the other student teachers at Camarena. I know we have gone through this whole program together, and now it's over, and I know without your support, I wouldn't have gotten through, so thank you. I feel like you guys are my family. I've seen you this year more than my own family, so thank you for getting me through. Honestly, I don't know if I would have survived this year without you, so thank you.
We just want to say thank you to all of the Camarena staff, the teachers, Dr. Winters, and Mrs. Orr.
We want to thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to be here. Dr. Winters, thank you so much for making those staff meetings super entertaining and all of the chocolate and
Coffee.
beverages and coffee that you provided. We definitely looked forward to that every Friday afternoon. And a special shout out and thank you to our wonderful master teachers, Mrs. Elsmore
And Mrs. Mena.
for just being so kind and so welcoming and so amazing just to both of us, giving us so much. I learned so much in the classroom that I felt like a teacher, but I also felt like a student, and I loved it because I was learning alongside the students every day, and it really made me feel a lot more confident moving forward, as I'm sure it did Rachel. So just want to say thank you, and
Thank you.
we're never gonna forget you guys.
We love you.
I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
The first person, of course, that I would like to thank is my master teacher, Renee Jones, who was just constantly pushing me to be the best teacher that I can be and to guide me through all the obstacles that I was facing and just to also help me realize my potential. The next group of people that I would like to thank is the 2nd grade team, who was just so helpful and supportive with anything that I was doing, and even though I wasn't your student teacher, you still helped to guide me and show me the ropes. The next person I would like to thank is Hugo for just being so welcoming whenever I would bother you for more supplies, more blue tape, more glue sticks. You just made me feel very comfortable at the school, and the moment that I stepped at Camarena, you immediately let me and the other student teachers know that if we needed anything, you would always be there, and you were always there during our time. So I'd really, really like to thank you for that. And then I also want to thank Elle Lallam for introducing me to the school in general when I was your student teacher for a couple of weeks. You really showed me the ropes on just how the school works and who was in the school and just what the school is about. You are still even keeping in touch with me, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate it so, so much because you're such a genuine person, and it was great to have started off Camarena with you and just to start off on the right foot. Lastly, I would like to thank Dan and Cindy for being so warm and welcoming immediately to me and the rest of the student teachers. I can't express my gratitude enough for how awesome it was to be serving Camarena Elementary School. You really have inspired us to continue with this profession and to also be the best that we could be as teachers and as people, too. So thank you.
It's been a really fun roller coaster ride, and we never want to get off. Thank you, Camarena. Whoa!